Peace, love, and light, you guys, and welcome to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Ty, and I'm super happy to have you. Hopefully, you'll take a look around, like what you see, and hit the subscribe button. If you're returning, thank you so much for joining me again. I truly appreciate all of the love and the support. Hopefully, you've already subscribed to the channel. You guys, if you are new to this and you don't know how this works, it is a general reading, so everything won't resonate. That means everything may not make sense to you, okay? That's because I am picking up the energy of the collective, okay? And so you should take only what resonates with you, leave the rest for someone else. Also, keep in mind that roles are interchangeable. You should place yourself and everybody in your story where you know they belong, because only you know where everybody goes, okay? We're going to get into it, you guys. Also, keep in mind that these readings are timeless, and so whenever it finds you is when it's meant to find you. For some reason, I can't seem to talk today. I don't know. I'm feeling extra slow. And you guys, I'll open up with that. Actually, let me call my spirit guides, divine, to guide and protect me into this reading, okay? And assist me with delivering the messages to the collective as best as possible. You guys, I have been feeling like really sluggish, like tired, extra exhausted. And I'm not, you know, like overdoing it or anything like that. I've definitely been getting rest and, you know, getting enough sleep. And this weekend was really good. Lots of rest and restoration. So it's not that. There's definitely an energy in the air, okay? And I'm understanding it right now. Many of the collective, many of us are going through activations right now, okay? Where I feel like we're going through a heart chakra activation specifically right now, okay? Which means that, you know, a lot of us are in our very feminine energy, in the energy to receive, in that yin energy where we're just, you know, taking time for ourselves and really just allowing things to flow in, okay? Some of you, I keep getting this message and I'm gonna keep getting it until, you know, like the energy actually fully shifts into that aspect or area, until we start seeing things come to fruition. But many of you are being called to move to certain places, okay? And that's part of this activation, is that a lot of you are star seeds and meant to travel to different parts of the world or different places, or it could just be a different place in your own community, to unlock certain cosmic codes, right? Because you are a star seed or a healer, somebody here who is here to help raise the collective consciousness. And so that's part of your job. And so you may not even know why you're being called to go somewhere, okay? Or you might feel like you've been to so many different places, but for some reason or another, you always feel like home is another place, right? You might feel comfortable, but you almost always feel like, okay, yeah, this is home for right now, but it's not home, if that makes sense, right? And so, you know, you might be led to travel to different places. You know, you might be hopping around a lot, and it's because you are placed in certain places during certain times to help specific people in those areas, in those places, right? You are the gift, you are the omen, you are the teacher, you are the light worker, the healer, the starseed, right? So your presence alone is what adds the value to a space, a location. And so Spirit says all paths lead to home. It doesn't matter where you are going, right? Everywhere you go, you are meant to be. That is where you are meant to be. That is where you will add value. And you might not understand it right now, and it might not make sense. Eventually it will. I remember having a conversation with somebody one time, and they said to me something along the lines of belonging, right? Like feeling that imposter syndrome, or like you don't belong somewhere. And it's like, I think somebody had said to him one time, like, you know, you belong everywhere, right? Don't let anyone say to you, oh, you don't belong here, or don't believe that you don't belong in a certain space. Spirit is saying, no, you belong everywhere. Everywhere you go, you belong in every space. you add value to that space. Okay, you are there for a reason. You are there with purpose, even if you haven't figured out what that purpose is yet. Okay, so Spirit is saying, you know, turn to your intuition to guide you on what's next, and don't question it. You know, don't question it. Happy fellow, I'm not gonna take it, but that's a beautiful thing to see. Yeah, I feel like anywhere you go, you're gonna be happy. So if you're questioning if this next move in your life, you're supposed to be making this move, or will you be happy, and Spirit is like, yeah, if you feel it in your intuition and you're being guided and you're being led somewhere, it's because Spirit is guiding you there. All right, and yes, you are going to be happy. All right, that is because anything in your purpose, when you are walking in your purpose, oh my God, when you're walking in your purpose, you're going to be happy in every moment. And I know the next chapter, the next cycle feels a little scary only because it's unknown, right? Keep saying this, uncharted waters, right? You've never made the decisions that you're making recently, right? I feel like the collective is making different decisions. You're finally, taking risks. And it's not even like, careless or what's the word I'm looking for? I'm just gonna go with careless right now, right? They are calculated risks and divinely led risks, right? So I feel like you even though something might feel a little uncomfortable because it's new to you, you still have a sense of peace inside. Like, yeah, this feels right. Okay, this just feels right. My intuition tells me, I can feel it, right? Okay, Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective? What are the most important messages for us to know right now? Here and now. Yeah, so again, if you are somewhere right now, it is for a reason. Don't allow yourself, I don't know if I'm saying that right, but try to refrain from feeling like anxious about what's next, right? Spirit is saying, release that and allow things to unfold naturally. Things are happening in divine timing and divine order. Okay, you can leave the past where it is because that's never going to be you again. Whoever needs, I don't know who it is that needs to hear this, but if you're asking yourself or you fear like making a wrong decision because of the things that you've experienced in the past, Spirit is saying that's never going to be you again. You've learned those lessons and you've closed that chapter. The future is not here yet. And, yes, you have amazing things that are coming, but right now you have to focus on the here and now, right? And wherever you are right now, you are meant to be. So even if you're undergoing changes right now that may appear or feel challenging, trust and believe that it's all part of the plan, okay? It's all part of the plan because all paths lead to home. So at some point or another, something led you to where you are right now. All right. And so that's where you need to be. Look, in between worlds, can't make it up at all. You are headed into this next cycle. And again, some of you are being guided to travel somewhere, right? To move somewhere else. And it's like, yes, even if you see it here, right? The flamingo is going, disregard my missing nail. The flamingo is going from like this gray area into the color, right? So from the black and white into color. And it's like, that's not going to be you anymore. Okay, that person that was unhappy, that person that felt rejected or left out, you are really going into a very abundant time in your life where you are going to be seen. That's what Spirit is saying. Prepare to be seen, and make sure that you're showing up as your authentic self, right? Like, you don't got to be anybody but you. And that is what is going to really attract people toward you, is because you are your authentic self. There's nobody else in this world like you, okay? And so what you contribute to a space is unique. And that is what allows your people to find you, right? Because anybody who is not meant for you, that's gonna deter them, right? It's gonna repel you. Who you are naturally is gonna repel anybody not meant for you. Okay. Spirit is also saying, be flexible, right? Be flexible with what's happening right now, because again, you are undergoing changes, and so nothing right now is set in stone. Everything is moving, everything is flowing. Okay, so just try to remain in flow. Try to, you know, roll with the things as they come, and keep in mind again that everything that's happening is happening for you. Okay, regardless of what that may seem like. Yeah, look, bottom of the deck, new life. You really are stepping into a cycle in your life that you have never known before, what you've been praying for. And I know this is something that myself and so many other tarot readers, light workers, empaths, all of the above, have been tapping into this energy, because we are building a new world on a stronger foundation, a foundation of love and truth and authenticity. I know it's hard to see that right now, given all of the horrible things that are happening in the world. But yes, that's where we are headed, okay? Tell me more, Spirit, here. Tell me more, Spirit, here. Yeah, Yin, what did I say? This is the energy that I'm picking up strongly, right? Which is, we aren't forcing things. We aren't, you know, doing the most. This is like the law of least effort, right? So we are taking the necessary steps, okay? And we're doing the things, but we're pacing ourselves. Everything is not happening all at once. And for those of you who are in an energy where you're feeling anxious because you're thinking about all of the things that you need to accomplish, excuse me, Spirit is saying to take your time, center yourself. Meditation is so important right now, because that's what's going to keep you grounded, right? So do grounding meditations. Get out in the grass, sit in Mother Nature, connect with Mother Earth, so that you're able to stay centered and grounded. Many of you, for many of you have a lot to say. Right? That's what I'm picking up, right? A lot of you have a lot to say. Like, you have a story. You have a story to tell, and I feel like you're still experiencing certain challenges, right? Look, I'm saying that, and look, bottom of the deck, never ending story. You can't make it up, right? So a lot of you have lived many lives, right? You feel like you've been living a certain thing, and you're coming out of that cycle, okay? Again, rejection is a part of God's protection, okay? So if somebody has rejected you, or you feel like something didn't go your way, it is for a reason. There's something better, or you're being protected from something. But many of you have a story to tell. And the reason why, and it could be, you know, you're asking yourself, gosh, why haven't I gotten my moment to exchanging gifts, to tell this story? Thank you, Divine, for clarifying that. That's exactly what I was about to say right now. So a lot of you haven't been able to tell your story. And it's not just your side of the story, but your story. A lot of you have, you know, endured so many different things that have prepared you for the blessings and the things that are about to come in for you. And the reason why you haven't been able to tell your story, I know you got a lot on your chest, and there's a lot that you want to let out. Not just because you want to be able to exhale, but you want to share it with others, because it's almost like you want to give others a map, right? I went through this, and this is what I did to come out of it. This is what helped me. And so Spirit is saying you haven't been able to tell those stories because you haven't really stepped into the abundance. You haven't really stepped into what God has for you, and you are about to step into that. You're about to step into this season of abundance. You're about to step into the season of wealth, where everything you touch will turn to gold. And that is with exchanging gifts, right? The universe has something for you. God has something for you. And so you haven't been able to tell that part of your story, right? That cycle that you're closing out, where it was just like, it was the dark night of the soul over and over again. It was that never ending story. You haven't been able to really, share this with people, and people have no clue, because you wear it so well. Okay, you don't look like what you've been through. You wear it really well. Spirit is saying, when you step into the season of abundance, that is when you are going to be able to share all of the things that you survived. That is because once you're in your season of abundance, okay, once you really get into this, right, that is your testimony. You are going to show people, they're going to see you. Spirit is saying, be prepared to be seen, because when you tell your story, not only are you going to share the story of like grit and getting it out the mud and, picking yourself up over and over and over again. I'm hearing Cardi B's knock me down 9 times, but I get up 10. Okay, that might be significant for some of you, right? Maybe that was like your jam, but that's what Spirit is saying right now, right? You've been knocked down so many times, and Spirit is saying, this next cycle, baby, you are a fortress. Like, you are, I'm talking about solid. Ooh, my mouth did something really weird. You are solid, and you are going to be able to share that story, but you're also going to be able to share all of these blessings, okay, that you received by staying in alignment and staying the course and staying faithful to God and God's word, right? People are going to see you. God is going to prepare a table before you in the presence of your enemies. That is what I'm hearing. Hang on, you guys. I'm sorry. Jew, can you check? Because I heard the doorbell. The bottom of the deck, we do have soulmates. And I haven't been doing many love readings. And I don't know. I think that one of the things I've been picking up really strongly, for me specifically, but I feel like this seems to be also like a trend with when it comes to like the collective, which is like, we are so focused on ourselves right now. We're so focused on, loving on ourselves, improving our lives, following our path and our purpose, that we're not really focusing on calling in a romantic partner. And it's not that we don't want love. I just feel that for the collective, many of us are just finally in the place where we are laser focused, and we want to give ourselves what we have promised ourselves, and over again broken those promises to ourselves, because somewhere along the way, we met someone and now our focus goes, elsewhere, or somewhere along the way, we we were distracted, right, by someone else. Is that ours? No. Okay. So bottom of the deck, soulmates. So again, because I haven't really been doing readings, love readings, but I do feel like, and I keep saying this, is like, while you're busy focused on you and cleaning up your life and organizing yourself and preparing yourself and building yourself, there's someone who is watching you. There's someone who is focused on you as you surrender to the sweetness of full acceptance, right? While you do that, I feel like that is attracting, right? That is attracting. And for some of you, this is someone who's already in your energy, that has their eye on you, or their eyes on you, right? All 3 of them. Okay? All 3 of them. So yeah, I feel like, even though I haven't really been focused on it, love is definitely approaching. It is approaching, okay? As you're like in your la la land way, you're doing your thing. There's somebody who's got their eye on you, collective. Let's dig into some tarot before this gets too long. Tell me more, Spirit, here for the collective. Anything else that we need to do? Anything else that okay, so we got the Lovers card in the reverse, okay? That's Gemini energy. You know, the Lovers card is a it's a strong connection with someone. But it's also about decision making, right? Choices. When it comes out in the reverse, you know, it could be that somebody is stuck right now, and maybe you're not making any moves toward something that you want. Again, if you're being guided to go somewhere, to move somewhere, you could be refraining from doing that because you're afraid to make a bad decision. And, you know, that's something that we touch base on. But look, Two of Wands, can't make it up, right? That is the card of decision. It's the card of planning, right? With proper planning and organization, right? Be strategic, be practical, make a list, and get to it. Again, you know, you don't have to tackle everything all at once. And Spirit is also saying there is no bad decision, all right? Because all paths, no, you can't make a bad decision right now. And you can't, because you're being guided by your intuition. So if you feel like you're not being guided by your intuition and you're feeling anxious and you just don't know what to do, you need to stop everything and you need to recenter yourself. Go outside, like I said, spend some time in meditation, take some time out for yourself. Take some time out to sit by yourself, because some of you are going through this, like, oh, I don't know what to do. I feel like, you know, something is telling me I need to move in this direction, but I'm afraid to make a bad decision. I don't know if I'm ready. I don't know if I'm prepared for this. Spirit is saying, you know, God doesn't give us anything that we can't carry, and that includes the good things, right? God is not going to tell you move in this direction if God is not going to, you know, provide you with everything that you need to make it work. But let me tell you, this is the season of blind faith. This is where you have to, I keep saying it, jump and grow wings as you fall, because God is not going to let you fall. But you have to demonstrate that to God, right? God has to see that you first believe it, that you believe in yourself. Believing in yourself is believing in God, because you know that God is within you. And God does right by his promises, right? God promises us that we are going to be okay, that we are safe, right? That all things are possible through him, okay? Seek first the kingdom of God, and all things will be added to you, right? So if you are seeking God, there's no way that anything that you want is not going to come to you. You are going to get those things if you stay faithful to God's word, okay? Yes, Six of Swords, you're moving away from a turbulent time, and you're being guided to move in. This is divine guidance. And some of you, I feel like, trying to make a head over heart decision as well, right? And it's kind of like, yeah, you might be comfortable where you are and things might be good, and it's kind of like, oh, I feel, but I have an emotional attachment to a certain space, a certain person, a certain thing, but my mind is telling me go that way because I feel something else is guiding me that way, right? I don't know if that made much sense to you guys, right? But it's important to understand that your intuition is calm. Your intuition is peaceful. Don't confuse your intuition for anxiety. Okay, like if you're feeling like something is telling you, you know, don't do something, and it's really heavy, and it's really loud, and it's really disruptive, and it's keeping you, right? And when I'm talking about doing something, I'm talking about doing something positive, right? That when you look at it, you're like, oh, I could see myself doing that, right? And all of the things, all of the feelings in you are like, yeah, I could see that. That sounds good. That would make me happy. But then when you think about actually making the move, there's something that's like, oh my God, no, you know, you can't do that. And it's loud and it's disruptive and it's dysregulating. That's not your intuition. That's either a trauma response. You know, your nervous system is, you know, all over the place. And if you're feeling anxious, that's not, you know, that doesn't necessarily mean that something is bad, but it's also not your intuition, because your intuition is going to speak to you peacefully, calmly. It's going to be something that is gentle, okay? And you're gonna just feel a softness, a flow. It's like, yeah, that kind of, supports you along the way. But if that was the case, and that's what you're feeling when you're trying to figure out whether or not to make this decision to move forward some way, and something is peaceful in you and is saying, stay, then okay, that's what it is. If it is not, then babe, you got to address that. You got to quiet the noise, because it may very well be fears holding you back, okay? Self-imposed bondage, fears of making a mistake, fears that stem from past cycles, okay? Fears that keep you stuck, right? Fear is the enemy of dreams. Like, fears will keep you paralyzed and stuck. All right. While some of you, I feel like, oh, if this is not you, this is someone in your energy who feels they made a bad decision in love when it came to you. And they may be considering coming back. Yes, the death card, right? So transformation. So you are changing, your situation is changing, your life is changing, but something that came to an end, I'm feeling like somebody may want to come back around. They feel like they made a bad decision, okay? If something doesn't feel right and it feels like it's not in harmony, it's not something that flows, again, don't force anything, then you need to reevaluate it, okay? You need to reevaluate, okay? And also, sometimes being flexible means accepting when something has come to an end and run its course, okay? Because I feel like that's the case for many of you. Two of Pentacles, a lot of decision making here, right? Somebody is really back and forth. 1 minute you're like, oh my God, I'm all in. And the next minute you're like, oh my God, but what if this goes bad? Okay, for some of you, if this is a lover, 1 minute they're like, yeah, I'm moving towards you, I'm all in. And then all of a sudden they pull back, okay? Or it could be that you're dealing with somebody who's juggling you, okay? So that's not gonna resonate with everybody, but yeah, lots of twos here, okay? So I feel like, again, if you're talking about love, okay, and this is not you, place yourself where you see fit, where you go in your story. This could be feeling like you made a bad choice when it came to a lover or a person or somebody who is just torn, because they made a decision and now they're trying to, they feel like, okay, I didn't make the right decision. I am overwhelmed with the 10 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. I'm overwhelmed with this, and I just feel like somebody is tired of carrying a certain load, okay, when it comes to making this decision. Some of you, if you're trying to move away and you're being guided to move in a certain direction, Spirit is saying sometimes, the best thing to do is just to step back for a minute. And put things down, because with the Two of Pentacles here, the 10 of Wands, I feel like somebody's juggling a lot, has a lot of stress, has a lot of obligations, and is experiencing some sort of like burnout, okay? With the Lovers card in the reverse and the Two of Cups here, yeah, I feel like somebody is considering whether or not to go back to someone who they felt a very strong connection to. But I do get the sense that there was more than one person here. So maybe you could have experienced being put in a third-party situation, or or you did that to somebody else, okay? You got to place yourself where you see fit. The 7 of Wands. I do feel like for those of you who have somebody who in your past left you for somebody else, put you in a third-party situation, juggled you, I feel like that person is looking at things differently now. And I feel like something in them might be changing, right? They're coming to some sort of realization that you are someone very special, and that what they felt for you with this Two of Cups here was a very deep connection, okay? I feel like whoever it was that they were with that Lovers card there, it was a very sexual relationship, okay? A lot of lust, okay? Maybe just somebody that they enjoyed, you know, rendezvous with, and somehow, you know, got caught up in that situation. But I feel like something's changing and they want to come back in. But I do feel with the Seven of Swords here, you're protecting your energy, your space, your peace, and you're protecting yourself right now because, you know, you're in a really good place, and I feel like you're wiser now. You know what I mean? It's not that you don't forgive, you're just not willing to do that again. Please tell me tell me about the Lovers card here in the reverse. What is the Lovers card here in the reverse for the collective? Please clarify the Lovers in the reverse here. Yeah, the Seven of Swords. So I feel like this is somebody who, again, wasn't honest in whatever situation this was. There was a lot of just shadiness, and I feel like they were dishonest. They may have cheated on you. You may have cheated on them with the seven, lots of sevens here. So July may be a very significant month, or just the number 7777777. You know, take that however you want. It may be significant to some of you. But with the Seven of Cups and the Seven of Swords, I feel like, yeah, they had a lot of options. They played the field. Maybe they were like, you know, the lover boy or the lover girl. Okay, but with the Seven of Swords now, I feel like they're trying to get away from a certain situation. The Ten of Pentacles fell out, which means that they could be right now currently committed to somebody else. You could have been with them for a very long time with that Ten of Pentacles, okay? Or it could have just been something that, you know, if they're feeling stuck in a situation, it might be due to financial issues, right? They don't have enough to get away, or maybe now they are, you know, what do you call? Just in some sort of something, right? Like they have to be committed to this person. I can't, the word that I'm thinking of is eluding me right now. They have certain ties with the person that they can't get away from. Tell me about the Two of Wands here. What is the planning? Yeah, the Wheel of Fortune. So I feel like they want to make a move, but they really are just really trying to figure out the timing, because I feel like they can sense that you are guarded, okay? Or you can sense that they are guarded. The Wheel of Fortune, for those of you, again, who are trying to make a move, if you plan accordingly, understand that the universe is going to move things around to make whatever it is happen for you. The Five of Pentacles is at the bottom of the deck. So I feel like it keeps pulling me back to this love situation, all right? This is somebody who rejected you, or you rejected, and this is somebody who you haven't, you know, you haven't engaged with them or anything like that. And somebody who's going through financial hardship. I said that, right? So I feel like they feel like with you, their luck was always like on the up and up. Like things just went well. Look, I have to take it because it came back out with the Ten of Pentacles. And I'm going to have to clarify that, right? With the 10, they want to, this is about family and stability, right? So I feel like they want to make a certain move, and I feel like that's a certain move towards you. For others of you, just for a second, who are trying to make a move to another location, maybe even another job, that's a good look for you. Like it's just a positive omen. You know, that's a significant increase in your finances. The Wheel of Fortune says luck is on your side, right? You're going to be at the right place at the right time. And, you know, yeah, this is like a windfall of abundance, of money coming in for you the minute that you decide to step away and move away from whatever it is that's no longer fulfilling you, okay? Remember we talked about staying stuck and allowing fears to hold you back. You know, the Eight of Cups leaves these 8 cups to go find the 9th cup. And what's the 9th cup? The wish fulfillment. It means like, yeah, everything feels comfortable here. It feels okay. If I had to stay here, could I deal with it? Yeah. But am I truly fulfilled inside? Do I feel, and I like to use the word fulfilled, right? Because we can experience happiness in moments. So for me to say, do you feel happy? It's like, I feel happy sometimes. There could be happiness there sometimes. But do you feel fulfilled? Does your spirit and your soul feel nourished and full, right? And the answer is no for whoever this is for, right? So they move away from all of the, the 8 cups that are here, because this is not everything that I want. And I know that everything that I want is over there, and it is possible to have. But first you have to have the courage to walk away from whatever you feel is holding you back right now. All right. For some of you, this is about a lover, right? So again, switch the roles however you need. This is about walking away from somebody who you feel you're just not harmonious with anymore, right? It's just not working out. What is the death card here? What is the death card here? Oh my gosh, this is so long already. The star card. Oh my gosh. Hope, faith, healing. Okay, the star is Aquarius energy. I love seeing the star. It is my card. I'm in Aquarius, okay? And I love it because this is the time that we're in, right? I talked about having blind faith. This is the faith. You don't lose hope, you don't lose faith, but this is also about you shining, okay? This is your season to shine. This is your season to be seen. So many of you who are taking the risk and having the courage to move forward, to transform your life. Nothing changes if nothing changes. And the only one who can make a change, excuse me, is you. And so I feel like the collective, you are finally starting to get it. You are in a position of power and you are taking control of your life. You are really understanding that you are the creator of your own reality and you are exercising this, you're having this blind faith, right? Like you're like, it has to work out. It's gonna work out. There's nothing else because I trust in divine and I trust in divine's word, okay? For some of you, I feel like there's something that, there's something that you're letting go of, and the minute that you release that, like game changer, everything changes. For some of you, you've already released that. The Ace of Wands, okay? Taking inspired action. When you feel your intuition nudge you and say, okay, go. That is when it's time to go, right? Taking inspired action and doing it when you're inspired, right? Not taking long to make moves. You're not doing things, carelessly, but you're also not sitting on ideas, okay? The Ace of Wands is also about passion, right? So following your purpose, following your passion. And I do feel like there's going to be a passionate new beginning with someone here. The Magician, I'm going to put it back, okay? What did I say? You are the creator of your reality. All right. The Magician says this is about inner power, right? Knowing that you have everything that you need to make what you want happen. What is the Two of Pentacles? The Ace of Wands again. Yeah. So it did come out in the reverse, so I feel like some of you are having some sort of blockages. You're experiencing some roadblocks because of this indecision, okay? Also, it could be because, you're not really managing your resources and your finances properly, all right? So just, Spirit wants you to, get a grip on your finances, needs versus wants, okay? And don't, when you get this inspiration, move with it. But also, if you feel like you have some sort of creative block, then, again, this calls for realignment, right? Pulling back and going into the spaces that allow you to get creative, right? Think about the last time that you felt creative. Where were you? Where did that happen? What inspires you what inspires your creativity, okay? Some people, it's a specific place. Others, it could be music. Others, it could be, prayer and worship. What works for you? The High Priestess. Yeah, so there's something here that there's someone here who hasn't spoken up about something, okay? But again, the High Priestess is about following your intuition. What is the Two of Cups, Spirit? What is the Two of Cups? For some of you, this is a new love. Ooh, the Sun, I'm going to take it. I'm telling you guys, prepare to be happy and just prepare to be on cloud nine, because I feel like somebody's finally gonna step forward and talk about how they feel about you. And I feel like you are being noticed by a lot of people. With the star here, the star is somebody who is a creative. Many of you could just be, you know, having a strong online presence. Some of you could be, you know, people who are in the limelight, you know, maybe sort of like a celebrity or somebody like that, okay? But just someone who is in the spotlight. While others of you, you know, for those of you who are looking for love, this is new love coming in, and it's gonna be everything that you have ever wanted. And again, I feel like this happens when you are not expecting it, because you are focused on yourself. You're happy with yourself. You're happy with, you found that happiness within yourself. You found that joy. The Magician says they're going to talk soon. If somebody has been holding back their feelings for you, or, you know, if they haven't really acted on how they feel, or, you know, yeah, what they think about you, if they haven't said anything, I feel like they are going to come forward with the Six of Pentacles and offer you, whether it be, yeah, Nine of Pentacles, they see you abundant and single, and they are going to make an offer, right? To like, hey, you know, do you want to go to dinner? Or even if it's like, for some of you, it could be that they send you flowers. Eight of Wands, this is quick change coming in, and this is a message. For many people see these as Cupid's arrows, all right, that they come in, they strike you, and you're just never the same. So I feel like for whoever this is, yeah, the Knight of Wands, all right, this is fire energy. This person gets some sort of an inspiration, because either they see you, or look, Ten of Cups, oh my gosh, this is beautiful. They see you, oh my God. I love this. Oh, I love it. Yeah, they're going to communicate. They're being guided to communicate with you. You are the Empress, and this is regardless of gender, okay? So I feel like for those of you who have somebody from your past who made a bad decision, who didn't choose you, I do feel like you are going to keep that guard up, and you're like donezo with that. And I feel like also that's going to like put the nail in the coffin for many of you. And that's what sends the signal out into the universe, and you call in your soulmate, okay? You are in this energy. You are in your yin energy. You expect, have that anticipatory feeling, not anxious, but know that all things are working out for you, and that love and everything that you want is here. The Ten of Cups, the Sun, the Two of Cups, the Ten of Pentacles, the Star. Oh my gosh, you are going to be happy, and babe, you deserve it. You deserve it. That's all I gotta say. Like, you deserve it. The job, the house, like, have patience is also what Spirit is saying, okay? Have patience and know that right now divine timing is at play. So it is not when you want, all right? We're not on your time, we're on God's time, all right? And so right now, many of you I'm hearing are like just have just quantum leaped, okay? You made a decision, and for those of you who haven't made a decision, understand that quantum leaps, like these moments where there are time lapses, right? Where time is just not even a thing, because you go from nothing happening to everything happening all at once. It's like, oh my God, I thought nothing was happening, and all of a sudden I met the person that that my dream person, my soulmate. I got the dream job, or I started my career, I started, my business. Oh my gosh, making this move was the best decision of my life, and everything starts to unfold. It's all gonna happen for you, babe, but you have to be in the present. You have to be in the here, in the now, and the way to continue to attract more is to focus on the things that you already have in your life that you should be grateful for, right? Gratitude is the key to unlocking everything. You guys, I love this for you. I absolutely love this for you, for us. I'm going to claim this reading as well, because, oh my God, the universe is definitely giving, things are going to balance out for you right now. The Six of Pentacles is about receiving. Okay, the Six of Pentacles is this card here, right? Exchanging gifts, right? Because you have been faithful and loyal to God, and because you are living in your purpose, and because you are manifesting from a place of love, and you pay it forward, right? You give back. The universe is going to shower you with everything that you have been praying for and more. There's so much that is about to happen for you, babe. And I love this for you, because for whoever this is for, I feel like you've spent a lot of time praying and waiting, and you've gotten the shitty end of the stick for a long time, and that is changing, babe. Some of you are gonna get pregnant, right, this season. So if that's not something that you want, you may about to, wrap it up and do whatever you have to do. But many of you some of you are going to get, actually, pregnant, give birth to a baby, while others of you are giving birth to something, to a project. But right now, like you literally you are being reborn, is what I'm hearing Spirit say, right? This is a rebirth for you. So you literally are in the process of becoming. With the Empress here, it's like you are the epitome and the example of the divine feminine. So whatever it is that you're doing, babe, just keep doing it. Stay in your light, stay grateful, stay humble. Do protect your energy, but keep your heart soft. Okay, don't let anybody turn you make you hard, because the way that we manifest is through love, is through this feminine energy. When we say, you know what, I release you, I allow this to be whatever it is, because I am not going to block my blessings. And babe, you got a lot of blessings that are coming your way. You guys, I'm going to leave this there. I hope that it resonated with you. I hope that it brings you some clarity, some direction. And thank you so much for staying with me all of this time. Oh my God. I'm usually in a state where I'm rushing things, but today I just kind of let it flow, and I really love the message that we received. If this message resonated with you, please drop a comment down below. Let me know how. Give your girl a like, and hopefully you've already subscribed to the channel. If you haven't, I hope that you'll consider subscribing. If you're interested in connecting with me on any capacity, all of my information, including my social media and how you can contact me for personal readings as well, is going to be all in the description box below. I love you all so much. Stay in your light, and I can't wait. I can't wait to hear all of the good. All right. So you guys don't forget to let me know, how this goes. I love you all so much. Peace, love, and light. Bye.